Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'll just wait for 2 more minutes so that the others also join. Yes, Netra, sit at one place. Yeah, where are the others? Yes, why only seven children? What about the others? What, Shritan?
And that only, ma'am, some members have a problem, ma'am, that now only they are joining, no, ma'am. So this is the wrong time, no, ma'am. So they're getting the link as attended, ma'am. Now only Viraj called me. And
Yeah, Netra, what happened?
Ma'am,
Ah,
I can't see anything, ma'am.
are you able to see the screen, remaining children?
No, ma'am.
No one?
Ma'am, once I leave and I will join, can you allow me?
See now? Can you see now?
It is coming. Boom has started screen sharing, ma'am.
Yeah. Is it okay now, Netra?
It is, yes, ma'am. Now I can see.
What can you see on the screen?
Nothing, ma'am. Only whiteboard and side like this. It is computer memory.
Yeah.
Computer memory is like a human memory which is used to store information. It is a device that
Yes. Computer memory, like we store information in, computer also has to store the information, right? So where it will store the information in computer's memory, right? So it is a device that is capable of storing, means computer's memory is capable of storing either the information permanently or temporarily. It can store the information temporarily or permanently. So the memory is of two types: primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory and secondary memory. So primary memory is very closely connected to the processor, right? You can see in the picture primary memory and secondary memory, right? Yeah, memory is divided into primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory, RAM and ROM, random access memory and read-only memory. Secondary memory, in secondary memory, there are hard disk, pen drive, USB, CD, DVD comes under secondary memory, right? So coming to the first, primary memory. What is primary memory actually? It is also known as main memory. I told you, primary memory is the main memory of the computer, and the data is stored temporarily in the primary memory. And there are two types of primary memory: random access memory, RAM, and ROM, read-only memory, right? And in this, whatever the data is, we are giving the data that can be stored temporarily, right? And holds the program's data that the processor is actively working with. Whatever the data processor is actively working, means is working with, that can be hold in primary, holded by primary memory. And it also interacts with the processor millions of times per second. Means primary memory interacts with the processor how much, I mean, million each per second. It will interact millions of times. And yes. So primary memory is the main memory of the computer, and the data, whatever is information we are giving, that is stored temporarily in the primary memory. I told you there are two types of primary memory. Any doubts, you can raise your hands, or after this completion of this, I will give you time to ask doubts. Okay. Right now, just listen to me about the memory. The first, primary memory is divided into two types: random access memory and read-only memory. First, we go for random access memory, right? It is a part of the computer that temporarily, I told you, temporarily the information is stored in the memory. And RAM is a volatile storage. Volatile memory means if the computer, whatever the information we have given to the computer, that will be remain only that will be remain till the computer is on. Once we switch off the computer or shut down the computer, the data whatever is there, that will be lost and that will be disappeared in the case of RAM, right? Clear? And when the computer is in use, only the RAM will contain the data. Once we switch off the computer, the data will not be there in case of RAM. RAM, random access memory. Okay. Random access memory is volatile. Volatile means temporary. So temporary means once we switch off the computer, whatever the data we have entered earlier will be disappeared. That will be not there in case of RAM. Coming to read only memory, it is temporary. It is not temporary, it is permanent. It is non volatile. RAM is volatile, means temporary, whereas read only memory, ROM, is a non volatile memory, means it stores the information permanently. The information is stored permanently in case of ROM. Yes, the software checks the computer's hardware operating system. Means ROM is non volatile memory, I told. ROM is non-volatile memory, means the data contains never lost in the ROM. It remains permanent in case of ROM. So RAM and ROM comes under primary memory, where the data in RAM the data is stored temporarily, whereas in ROM the data is stored permanently. RAM is a volatile memory, ROM is a non-volatile. In RAM, whatever data we have entered will be lost when once the computer is shut down. Whereas in case of ROM, it is non-volatile because the data will not be lost even if we switch off the computer. Clear? Now coming to secondary memory. Secondary memory means, for suppose we are, I told you primary memory is not permanent, right? So primary, we may lose the data sometimes, right? So in order to be safe from that, we need secondary memory so that the data, whatever is it, that can be stored for future use or any references, we can store, we can have the data. In that case, we go free. Secondary memory is also non-volatile, means it does not depend on electricity. Means once even the computer is switched off, it remains, the data remains in the secondary memory and it has longer capacities to store the data. And secondary memory is connected to main memory through the bus. Bus means group of wires and a controller, right? And the contents are easily changed. We can change the data in the secondary memory, but which is not possible in the case of primary memory. And this, whatever the data is there in the secondary memory, we can use it for long time. I told you for future use, we can use the data. In that case, we need secondary memory. Few examples of secondary memory or secondary storage devices are hard drives. Hard drives means hard disk, which is already inbuilt in the computer, which comes inbuilt in the computer. That is one example of secondary memory, that is permanent memory. It stores the information permanently. Yes, they can use to store very large amount of data. Hard disk is very, it stores very large amount of data, and speed of accessing also will be more. Data stored inside a hard drive or rotating metal or glass disk are called platters. Means hard disk comes inbuilt. Hard disk comes inbuilt in the computer, which is inbuilt in the computer. That is a example of secondary memory, which is used for storing the data permanently, and the access of the data in hard disk is very more, and it holds very huge amount of data. Right, children? The examples of secondary memory. There are so many secondary memories. Not only CD, DVD, pen drive, all that comes under secondary memory only, right? Number drives, not only like right. So we drives for storing information, right? For copying information. Why do we copy information? Because we can use it for future use. We can use it for future. Right, see here, few more examples of secondary memory. Fixed hard drive. There are two types of hard drive, fixed and external hard drive. So one is portable, one is fixed. So fixed means it comes inbuilt in the computer, whereas external hard drive or port, that is keep it and we can also remove it. Both are same. Same. Where change difference is that fixed hard drive means once we fix it, we cannot remove it. Whereas external hard drive, we can um, fix it and we can also remove it. Yes, hard drive built into the case of is known as fixed. Almost every computer has it comes inbuilt in the computer, right? CD, ROM, and DVD. You all know CDs and DVDs, right? CD means compact disc. DVD means digital versatile disc. CD-ROM means compact disc read-only memory. DVD-ROM means digital versatile disc read-only memory. Almost, I mean, CD, the modified form of CD is nothing but DVD. Means DVD will have more storage capacity compared to CD. Whatever the data is there, we can store in CDs and DVDs, right? So we can use it for future. If we copy the data in CDs or DVDs, we can use the data for the future, right? We also have CDR and DVD-R means which is recordable. DVD same CD and DVD-R means the data is recordable and we cannot erase the data, right? And we can also we can't add extra data into the memory in the case of CD and DVD.